Welcome back. It's still this morning on Metro TV. Like we mentioned earlier on,
Yeah.
we're talking about career guidance and counseling, and we have our guest via Zoom to tell us more about that. Tina and Abigail, if you could hear me this morning, good morning and welcome to This Morning on Metro TV.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Abigail. Okay, Tina is there, Abigail is there, and also Papi, Paulo is also there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole set.
The whole set, the whole...
The whole set to the car.
Okay, we are just hoping you guys will get here on time. But then let's start the conversation. What is career guidance and counseling?
All right. So thank you for the question and good morning once again. Career guidance and counseling, no, actually it's a support that is provided to young people to help guide their path and help them to better prepare to make informed decisions towards their education, career, based on understanding their own interests, values, personality traits, and interpersonality preferences and values and skills.
Okay, Abigail, now let's look at the moment which individuals or people really need career guidance and counseling.
Okay. All right, so actually those who really need it currently will be those who are from the JHS level, or let's say class 6, the ages 12 to 18 years, and then from 18 to the university level.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what are the gains for an individual who go through this career guidance and counseling session? What really will the person be gaining from this?
Okay, so if you go through career guidance and counseling session, one, your path is guided to help you make informed decisions. You realize that if you are not able to make informed decisions now, and let's say it gets to the near future, you now want to change occupation or change job because you realize that it is not the kind of job that better suits you. So you are able to make informed decisions now so that your path is guided in the future. And with that, the confusion here and there, I think, would be eliminated in terms of career opportunities that are out there and then the decisions towards it.
Okay. I was just going to add that which people can be, career guiders or, counselors for these young people. Which people really? Are there specific people who do that, or anybody can be able to do that?
Thank you once again. There are trained professionals in this occupation who do that. And so you would have to, those in the teaching field can go for some courses to train as career development officers. And then those who also have interest in the program can also be trained as career development officers to train, to also guide others in that line.
Okay. Abigail, can we speak to Papi?
Okay.
Okay, so let's get practical a bit. If someone is from the basic, that's in the junior high school, going to the senior high school, what are the things the person has to consider in terms of picking a school and also deciding on which course will be suitable for that individual?
Right. So, good morning. I did not actually say this before. Ideally, a young person at junior high school need the guidance in order to be able to make these choices in the first place. Okay. See, when you talk about career education, you're talking about the sort of education that prepares a young person for the future. It's just as simple as that. Now, it's difficult to choose a school if you don't actually know what your career goal is, because you need a school to support your long-term career goal. So ideally, you want the situation where you access guidance, and through that guidance, at the end of your JHS education, you know that, okay, I'm looking to go into the science profession in the future, and therefore I need to go to a science school or a school that is, specializes in science subjects.
Okay.
So until that necessary guidance has been given, it's difficult for a young person to make such choices because they still don't know what option to go for, to be precise.
True. Now, I know it's career guidance and counseling, and you mentioned 3 key people who can actually assist. But on a normal, how much goes into percentage-wise? Which option does the child have in terms of choosing the school and the course? Should it be allowed to the parents or the guardian or the teacher to choose for that particular child or that particular ward? And with the course too, because mostly some parents in our time, parents wanted us to go to this particular school, do this particular course, but things are changing now. In terms of percentage, how many percentage does the parent has in terms of deciding or the guardians deciding, and how much that the child has to choose for him or herself?
Okay, so the answer to that question is every young person must follow their interest, their genuine interest. Okay. The point where one has to make such choices in terms of being in high school. It's also the same time when a young person goes through a lot of challenges, peer pressure, adolescence, and all these things. Parents are not career advisors. Teachers are not career advisors, so let's say career coaches or development officers. Only the young person knows what their genuine interest is. But until guidance has been given for that young person to identify that genuine interest, then the choice also becomes very difficult. What would then happen is that young person is actually choosing the interest of their friend that they've been following around all the years due to peer pressure. So parents cannot simply make that decision for a young person in terms of they saying that, okay, you're my child and I want you to go and do this because I know this is what you like. In fact, in modern world today, most parents don't even know what their young people like, what their children like. See, so this is the real challenge here. So it's not for parents to decide, and it's not for a teacher to decide that. The teacher is in an academic system. This is an academic environment. Careers education has nothing to do with academics. It's more to do with...
Oh, the network. Okay. The network.
I think we'll work on that and see if we can have Papi and the rest of the team back on. But that was a very important question.
I asked because in my time, my mom wanted a particular school, my dad wanted a particular school, and I know I wasn't the only person facing that challenge. And my mom wanted a particular course, my dad wanted a particular course. So eventually, I had to choose what I wanted. And it was a 50-50 dicey situation. Because sometimes we are asked to obey our parents in the Lord.
That's the thing. And parents also feel that this is my child. Whatever happens to my child, in the end, it comes back to me. And so I have a say in what I want my child to do. Maybe the career counselor would say that, listen to your child. Your child wants to do this.
Back on the line. Hello, Papi. Hello, Papi. Can you hear me?
Papi, you need to unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Oh, the next week.
So facing some challenges with that.
Hopefully they can get into the
that, and let's have this conversation because it's a very, very important one.
But did your parents want you to go to Temasco? Desi went to Temasco, right?
Yeah, the best school.
Did your parents want you to go to Temasco?
My parents really did not have a say in... I chose Temasco.
Wow.
No, Temasco was chosen by my dad, I remember that. I wanted to really go far away from Tema. So I chose a number of them and left only Temasco as a Tema-based screen there. And at that time, they were doing the placement, the one that, the one that is closer to you, you get that. So what I got to, I wanted to really move away, from Tema because I'd been around for, for a very long time. I wanted to just move out. But anyway, I knew I was going to do general arts. And one day, I probably would be doing what I'm doing now. So
you knew you were going to be a journalist?
For me, from the time I was young, it was something that I had developed interest in. So it was going to come one day or the other. Even going to the university, I chose that. I chose communication studies. UCC, you could choose communication studies or African studies. Major in history and politics. Unfortunately, I didn't get the communication studies. I did African studies and got the history and politics bit. So that is it. sometimes if the child really knows what he wants,
yeah,
he may defy the odds. I mean, we'll try to disobey the parents, but you see,
True.
in the end, the justification will be
exactly
if it works for you.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
And if it doesn't work for you,
then there's a problem. Then you are in serious trouble
then you're in serious trouble.
with that particular
I'm not
one.
going to say the school that my dad wanted. I'm not going to say the school that my mom wanted. But I went to Accra Girls, and that was my first choice. That was my choice, and I mean, it ended well for me. So, big shout outs to them, anyways.